I want to know more about the teenage mothers. Do your studies also include how many are actually 10 years old? You said 10 to 19. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
young.
Yeah.
10 years old getting pregnant. And yung income levels nila, yung the poorest of the poor, sila ba yung pinakamarami?
Yeah, well, to begin with, yung 10 to 14 group has been going up. In 2011, 1,381 gave birth.
10 to 14?
10 to 14.
How many kaya mga 10? I'm
Ang
surprised
10
that 10 years old are getting pregnant.
They were in the 40, 50, mga ganun lang. But then it goes up to about hundreds by the time you get to 14.
Wow.
And then the income level, mga anong percentage?
The NDHS has shown that consistently it is the poorer young Filipinos who have early pregnancies.
Okay.
So
And- But going back to the number of 1,300 in 2011, by 2017 it went up to 2,000.
2,000, yeah.
So it's the only part of the picture that's growing. It's the young, very young adolescents
Very young.
who are increasing in numbers of pregnancy. And of course, you have a 10% undercount, we call it. So there are probably more.
Unreported.
Or even unreported.
No,
So it's the growing part of the teenage pregnancy
What
phenomenon.
accounts for the reduction in teen pregnancy since 2014? You did say that 2014 was the peak, at least as far as we know. What accounts for that reduction since 2014? Does it have anything to do with the RH bill at all? Or the,
Well,
no?
Despite the fact that we were limited by the RH bill, government agencies by then, when the Young Adult Fertility Survey came out, we in PAPCOM, DepEd, DOH, we started ramping up our program on teen pregnancy and adolescent health. So to some extent, that has had some effect. But as we're noting, from 2014 to 2017, we only reduced it by about 13,000 per year. Still, it's
13,000 per
190.
year.
Yeah, the numbers was reduced to that number, and we still have a lot of repeat pregnancies. But every year, also the reverse side of that is every year, a teenager becomes the head of a family, and 162,000 families were created or started their life in 2017 with a teenager as the mother.
The risky behavior and the foolishness and the lack of wisdom or knowledge should be equal across all.
Yeah, that
Across all. And yet, as you pointed out, it's the poor who tend to get pregnant. Does that basically isolate the factor of access to reproductive health services?
Well, you might say that those who are more economically privileged probably will have access to a private physician, someone, health worker.
Or information.
Yeah,
Diba?
or even
On the
better
internet.
information. But so that could be the case. No? But one good factor that we found out also is among those who did not engage in premarital sex, a big factor was that they had a good conversation with their parents. They had a good dialogue. So that was an important factor, that there was communication between the generations. The greater majority were saying that, we get information from our friends, from the internet,
Pinabayaan na lang.
never from the adult.